150 PlayStation podcast, the last episode. Oh man. Man, non-binary, men, woman, non-pals, everyone. It's the last one, and
oh no,
we can't screw it up. Hello, everyone. My name is Taylor, and you're listening to No Limits, a PlayStation podcast, episode 150. Remember, you can find the video version of this pod over at youtube.com/savethemedia every Tuesday. And while you're over there, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you'd rather listen to audio, we're on all your favorite podcast services, and we would love it if you could leave us a review. It helps us grow, and we would love any feedback. If you want to support us and get early access to all Save the Game Media content, including, as of 10 days from now, Shared Save, a new video game podcast with our very own Sam Haney and Kevin Ainsworth. You get the chance to access it early, suggest an entire topic on the show as some of your patron privileges. Please check it out on Patreon in lieu of this show. Just like our current patrons did. Alpaca Tom, Fabulous Brianna's mom, Nikolai Knight, Brendan Myers, Marcus O'Neill. I said Brendan Marcus. Brandon said Brendan Myers, Marcus O'Neill, Lillian, David Hodwright, Dave Harp, the Xbox Expansion Pass, Lena Varsol, Canny, Rick Davis, Todd Oxtra, Brandon, Sam Hall. So please interact with us in the Discord. Links are in the show notes. Hi, everyone. Okay, shh. Okay, I'm going to mute myself. It's my mental occasion.
Classic Taylor, just no prompt, no question. He's just going to mute himself. That's
well, because Toph was talking.
Okay, that's right. Okay,
how's it
You're
going?
You're gonna silence her?
Whoa, no, I'm not gonna kill her, Bree.
What a way to go out, Taylor. Showing true colors. I get it.
Yeah, life is strange.
What?
This
is true colors.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That was good, actually. That was good.
I get no respect. Okay.
I get no respect around these parts.
What's happening?
Oh, man. How are we doing?
Taylor, is this a good time for us to announce our new podcast where we did not include Kevin and
Sam? Right. Yeah, what's it going to be called? Everything is TB, but it's Taylor Brianna.
Yeah. Instead of tuberculosis.
Yeah,
we're gonna get great connotation.
We're gonna get John Green's express permission.
Love it. So we've actually decided to kick them out.
Right. Well, best of luck, guys. Best of
luck. We're starting STG Save the Gnome.
Yeah, Save the Gnome Media. I need to sit forward on my chair, you guys. It's really squeaking. It keeps happening.
It's worth it. Save the Gnome. Yep. STGN.
I mean, if you dressed up as a gnome every week, I'd watch it.
Yeah, just like
all right.
Just like Keemstar. Didn't everyone say he was a gnome back in the day?
I'm gonna call you on that, Sam. We're gonna start making gnome content, and if you don't watch it, I'm gonna be upset.
Gnome Buyer's Guide.
And there's gonna be a quiz to prove that you have watched it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I look forward to watching that non-existent content that you're not going to make.
Yeah. Right?
What's going on? What's happening?
It's the last episode, Sam. It's the last time we're talking to each other.
Yeah. Ever.
Ever.
I don't associate myself with traitors. So
Sam did say he was going to abandon us. He's told us several times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very pragmatic like that. Just sever ties.
I believe it.
Not worth wasting my energy on anymore.
Hey, you wouldn't even come to America to go to a wedding of a person you don't know.
That's right. How cold-hearted of me. God.
In a time when tourism is very attractive for the globe.
It is.
Yeah,
doing
of
great
the
here.
places in the world where I'm like, where do I want to go right now?
Mhm.
Like America, top of the list for sure.
Yeah,
If you just go into like California, Oregon, New York, you're fine.
yeah.
Mm.
It's California. You're fine. San
Right.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Western Washington, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seattle.
Boston, you're good.
Right.
Portland.
Mobile, Alabama.
Hmm.
Don't go to
Chad.
Alabama.
Okay.
Do not go to
Oklahoma.
Alabama.
Go to
I just want to
Kansas
back
City.
up on
Monaco.
that.
That's near Italy, Sam.
Corfu. Oh, I thought we were just naming random places.
Well, we were doing that before we started recording.
Right. And then you just did it again.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, what's happening?
We're recording episode 150, Sam.
That's right. Sorry. Yeah.
I need your full attention.
I am full attention. Standing to attention. What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
I was listening to some Blink-182 yesterday. Speaking of. It's not the artist.
Speaking of Woodies, what?
God. Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
What's happening?
Sam, how are you doing?
Yeah, all right. Keeping busy.
Wu Chang, the best.
Yes, indeed. Preparing, and by preparing I mean doing nothing, to get ready for my birthday in a few days' time.
Oh, my God. 21.
That's right.
Oh, I'm going
That's
to...
right.
Wait, what? 30th?
I'm insulted.
The 1st.
Yeah, my first birthday. It is my first birthday.
I meant July 30th, Sam.
Right, but you just said 21, and that was 6 days ago.
Yeah, I meant the age when I said that.
Right.
Bree has it in her phone.
So I was supposed to
What?
discern
What do
that
I
the
have on my
first one
phone?
you were referencing age, and the second one you were referencing a date.
It's called reasonable.
I'm sorry, what are you asking me? Are you asking me
I
how
think
old
that's
he's
the
turning or
furthest
what
thing
the
from
date
reasonable.
is?
His birth date. What day and month?
Sam, do you want me to say it or is it a secret?
We can keep it a secret.
Why would it be a secret?
Keep a secret because Sam likes his privacy because he's a little weenie.
No, he posts it on Instagram, to be fair.
Wait, you have an Instagram that I don't follow? Hold on.
What are you talking about, Taylor?
I'm looking up your Instagram. Sam Heaney.
H. Make sure you get
H.
that instead of an
Yeah,
H.
that's right.
Wait, but there's
That's
so
right.
many. Which
but-
one?
There's only one that's me.
That's not you.
I mean, if you're looking for a profile picture that is specifically my face, you're not going to find it,
I haven't found
That's
it.
true.
Anyway, Sam, what are you doing for your birthday?
because it's a picture of me dressed as an angel as a young child. Sorry, what was the question?
What are you doing
What
for
are
your
you doing?
birthday?
Oh, nothing. I don't really celebrate my birthday.
Aw.
It's
Why,
against
Sam?
his
Why don't we talk about that?
PlayStation religion.
Yeah, it's the Sabbath, so I have to
Sam,
get down and pray to the shrine of Holston Nishino. That's my entire day.
you like some
No, I
tropical
just
kite around your
I
birthday?
just don't really look at it as anything special, like
So you're not special? You're not worthy?
I'm under Taylor. I'm under no illusion that I'm any kind of special, and that's not self-deprecating. That's just me accepting that I am
Let me rephrase.
a very
Sam.
small cog in a very big wheel.
Have you worked in therapy? Have you worked around the idea that you are worthy, Sam?
Of what? Wielding Thor's hammer?
No, Sam.
I don't think that's
Of
come up.
giving
No.
yourself a day to appreciate yourself once a year. At least.
No, that I can't say that's come up.
Sam, you're special to us.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why after today you're abandoning me.
No, I'm not. You told
You're
us we have to
abandoning
leave.
us.
You told us we have to
Yeah.
go.
I don't quite think that's how that worked out, but
Kevin
okay.
said, Taylor, Bree,
Never come back.
numbers bad,
Take a
you're bad.
hike.
He
Numbers
said,
bad.
yeah, no, he did the Lion King thing where he says run and never return.
That's right.
That's what happened.
Kevin is
Run
Scar
away.
in this
Yeah.
scenario. I'm
Mhm.
and Bree and I are Mufasa, number 1, number 2.
No, it's Simba. Simba 1 and 2.
Oh, so I'm not dead?
No.
You know, he never tells those Akuta Matata folks that his dad died.
Yes, he did.
Wait, what?
He finds out. We're so far down this rabbit hole. I gotta go back. We gotta go back to the point of Kevin kicked us out and he told us to run away.
He did.
I like how he's like, "There's no drama," and we're like actively causing drama.
Oh, there's drama. There's drama. Kevin sent me a message with. No, I can't say that.
Yeah, he sent me something like that too. It was kind of crazy of him, huh?
Yeah. He sent me.
You really are lighting the match on the way out, aren't you?
Yeah.
He sent me like a cow skull and said like, "This is what's in store for you if you don't leave."
So is he calling you a cow as well? That's crazy of him.
I think what he meant to say is that I'm going to be collecting skulls. I'm going to be the guy with the deer head in his room is what he said. He said, "You will become this guy if you don't leave." Not there's anything wrong with that. Sam, I know someone on their dating profile once who said, "I like to pick up roadkill for taxidermy," and that was astounding. I think maybe Kevin might do that. I don't know.
As long as the tagline was like, and it's not the only thing I'm going to stuff, you know, like something like that. Like, if you're gonna put out something that crazy on a dating profile, you kind of need to follow through.
Well, the first time I was exposed to stuffing was Build-A-Bear.
I bet you were, Taylor.
Build-A-Bear. Do they have those in England?
What's a bear?
Build-A-Bear. They don't have bears in England.
Bears beats Battlestar.
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica.
You almost had it, Bree. All right.
I almost had it. It's fine. Are you gonna watch the new one, Taylor?
Wait, there's a new Office?
Yeah, it's starting on September 4th, I think.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. It's called The Paper.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
This isn't real. Hold on. Wait, but it's all different. Wait, Oscar's in it.
Yeah.
I'm skeptical.
Okay.
I am skeptical.
I'm Brianna.
Taylor.
You just said you're skeptical. You can't be skeptical and Taylor.
Yeah, I don't know, Bree. I don't want them to like. I still need to watch all the deleted scenes, episodes, and stuff. I never did that.
Oh, you should. It's really good.
And I have your Peacock account, so there's nothing stopping me.
There is nothing stopping you.
Oh man, 14 minutes. How are you doing, Bree?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little sad and trying not to be, but you know, it's sad to be doing something for so long and know that it's the right thing to step away, but still don't want to.
Same.
So, yeah.
Sad. Well, I know I'll be listening to Shared Save every week.
I'm never listening to a single episode. I'm just kidding.
Have you and Kevin determined about how long it's going to be, Sam? Like an hour episodes like X Talk?
That is not set.
Yeah, no,
I imagine it will be relatively conformed to that sort of.
Oh yeah, for the topic selection, does it have to be gaming related? For a patron topic selection?
I mean, I guess not, but
Oh, hell yeah.
preferably.
Oh,
Talk about your favorite potato.
favorite feat in gaming?
I mean, that's gaming related, so that would
That's
fly,
a really
I
good
would imagine.
question. I feel like I need the answer to that.
I think preliminarily it might be Bayonetta. I don't know.
Quiet,
But you only ever see Bayonetta in heels. You don't see her feet.
quiet.
Who?
Probably.
Who?
Quiet.
Quiet? What?
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid.
That's funny.
Breathes
Never
through her
played.
skin, walks
Sam-
on bare feet.
You made that up.
Nope. Very famous scene of Kojima scanning the bottom of her feet.
I think Venom has some pretty cool feet. They're cool, but they're more like boots, aren't they?
No.
I can't think of anyone who's barefoot in video games.
Quiet.
Keep saying that.
I mean, you haven't played. Speaking of Kojima, you haven't played Death Stranding 2 either yet.
I've seen Sam Porter Bridges' feet in Death Stranding.
I've seen his
Sure.
butt.
I've seen his butt. Norman Reedus hasn't aged since 2008. All right, ever since The Walking Dead, he's just been the same.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
That's not true at all.
It is. It is.
Because you can go back and look at him in the first season of Walking Dead, and he looks considerably younger than he does now.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a pretty cool role when in the first few seasons just playing an abusive husband, right? It's basically what he does.
No, not really.
I don't want to watch that show.
Daryl isn't a husband.
Oh, wait,
or
whoops.
abusive.
You're right. I forgot. Daryl is the one that helps Carol. Carol's actually has an abusive husband.
That's right.
He gets justice served. Sorry, Daryl, I didn't mean it. No, he's aggressive and like hurt, but he's not abusive. Right, that's Daryl. I watched 10 seasons of The Walking Dead. I remember me some Daryl.
Yeah.
The nerve Kojima had to put in an AMC Ride with Norman Reedus ad in the shower curtain for Death Stranding.
Hey,
the nerve.
Help a bro out.
The nerve. The nerve. You know?
No.
So what have you guys been playing though?
Who are you asking?
I don't know. Figure it out.
He's asking you.
Figure it out.
Okay, the straws, Bree.
I don't have a straw with me.
Make a decision.
Well, I have a straw, so I win. I guess.
Yeah, there you go. I told you.
Put that in your ear.
That's not where you put straws. What have I been playing? I mean, it's primarily, unfortunately, just been more Wu Chang, as you said, Taylor.
You love it.
I really, really don't. Like, really don't.
Let's look at the Steam ratings.
I mean, I said before the reviews dropped that I can still see it doing relatively well, which it kind of has critically.
Mostly negative on Steam. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's primarily performance related, like technical issues.
Oh.
Which isn't excusable either, but you know what I mean? It's not adamant to the quality of the game. Yeah, I think it maxes out at a 7 for me, and I think like 7 is the baseline for a lot of people, it seems, which is great. Like, I'm glad people like it, but I don't really know why people like it. So I'm trying more so than pretty much any other project I've done to get this out of the way, because I really don't want to be doing it anymore. Not just because I'm not enjoying it, but also I want to get back to actually being able to finish Death Stranding 2. Yeah, that's it's hurting my soul that I've been away from that game for like 2.5 weeks now. So is there anything else? Anything else? Oh, a niche thing which I'll shout out, which I put probably like 2 hours in yesterday. Is a game called Maestro, which is a VR game.
With Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, with the fake nose and everything. Um,
And you play Leonard Bernstein as a first person as a conductor in an orchestra.
that's right. That's right. But no, it's like a rhythm game similar to Beat Saber, but you are conducting an orchestra and you're like actually on beat as things are coming at you from different directions. Sort of, if you're trying to raise the volume, you sort of raise your hand. If you try to lower the volume, you bring it down. You're obviously conducting with sticks. You're pointing at people to hit on note.
Wait, you are conducting. Exactly.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I've seen demos of that game. It looks really fun. I want to try it.
It is. It's great. You know, I still love Beat Saber, but obviously they've ended support for that, so it's still playable, but not getting any new content. So I've played through like all of the songs that have come out for Beat Saber, but I was sort of gutted that I'm not going to get anything new. So I had similarly seen people playing it online and on social media, and seen some demos going around, and I thought that looks kind of fun. And then I saw that they had DLC for like Jewel of the Fates. They've got some like Lord of the Rings tracks. They've got like Hedwig's theme from Harry Potter, things like that, and that just tipped me over the edge. And it is, you know, instructing like the choir in Jewel of the Fates is pretty sick. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I think that will be a routine thing that I do now.
Are there any songs that are like in a weird time signature or anything like that?
I don't think I've played it enough to know. I did maybe like 5 tracks, 3 of which were those like DLC tracks. So I haven't even looked at what the full set list is. I think it is a lot of 4/4. But I also haven't played around with like settings and difficulty. Now, obviously, I'm not sure that difficulty would change the signature.
No.
But they could throw in some curveballs, or there might be specific tracks on the playlist that do have a different signature, but I haven't delved into that to know. So yeah, highly recommend for people that do have VR. I think that it's nothing like amazing, certainly not visually either, but gameplay wise, it's very fun.
Okay. Taylor, let's go to Sam's house and play.
Big hug.
Big
I agree. Are there fan made? No, wait, because it's on PlayStation, so there aren't like fan mods that are putting in songs people make.
No, I wish that was the case, but alas.
Well,
although theoretically now, I suppose I keep forgetting I could technically do this, where I could just get the PC adapter for VR2 and then buy like Beat Saber and Maestro or any other VR game on Steam and then play it modded there. I could do that.
You could.
But what can I say?
Might be a good idea for Beat Saber because there's a lot of songs on Beat Saber on the PC.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll let somebody else talk about it, but I am going to look up what Beat Saber is on Steam right now, because if it's cheap, I might just buy it, like flat out.
Good job. Well, the summer sale ended a few weeks ago. You're a little late there.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Taylor.
You're late. You're late.
It's 25. I'll add it to the wish list. Wish list.
The Worcestershire list. Yeah.
The Worcester.
What about you, Bree?
What have I been playing?
If anything.
I've been playing Stellar Blade. I talked to Sam about this 2 episodes ago. I've been just like replaying near Stellar Blade to get to the near content as well as get the platinum. So I just found Emil, who is a character from Nier, wandering around the wastelands. And I now have to figure out how to stop him, which I think I know how. But he basically is like he's a little guy that like is on this truck and he goes really fast and you can't like catch up with him. So I think you have to like attack the truck to get it to stop, if I remember correctly. But I heard the music and was like immediately like, I looked so fast. I was like, that's not Stellar Blade music, because his little song that he sings plays. It's really fun. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I also got they have like a bunch of Christmas content still. I don't know why it's still in the game, but I got like a Santa Claus outfit that's like full boobs out. Oh, that game's crazy, you guys. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Taylor, what have you been playing?
Nice. I've been playing some Death Stranding. Am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right?
Yeah.
You build some roads?
I built my first road yesterday.
Oh, yes.
How do you feel?
I should say, yeah, with my ladder, right? That's what we're talking about.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Nope. No roads.
Wait.
I've connected things
So
to the
are
Chiral
you
network.
suggesting that a horizontal ladder is a road?
That is what he's suggesting.
That's
yes.
what I interpreted it as, but I know that's not a road. After I think about it a little more, Sam. But yeah, I've connected things in the Chiral network, but I've not built a road.
It's okay. You'll know when you do. You'll get
Okay.
this immense feeling of satisfaction.
So now I'm
And
going.
then it takes over all of your brain chemistry.
Right. So I've unlocked building. I'm west of Capital Knot City at a distribution center. I'm trying to get its thermal printer back up.
Mm.
Or its printer back up. Chiral printer back up. So I've dealt with a little BT action, a little running away from Orange Dude's action. A little autotoxemia. What is it called? The thing that makes BB not be able to detect BTs.
Yeah, autotox. Yeah, I think you might be right.
Autotoxemia, whatever. So that's been cool. I'm still getting the hang of trying to. I'm not so good at getting away from BTs when what's it called? Odrolock? No, what's the thing? Tetralock? What's the thing called? The sensor.
Odradek.
Still getting the hang of moving away from BTs once my Odradek starts detecting them. Like I see if it starts, doing this to the right, I try to go to the left. But last time I tried to do it, I ran into a BT anyway. I don't know. But I'm also playing on hard. I don't know if that has something to do with it. So yeah. And
maybe that's my problem. Maybe I should have turned up the difficulty. I think I'm just on whatever like the default, like normal or whatever is.
Oh, and it's too easy?
Like the BTs are like, they are a threat, but they're kind of a non-existent threat.
Gotcha. For me, the biggest thing has just been trying to manage how much lost cargo I want to pick up on my trips. Then I get too heavy, and then I have to set them down. It is interesting playing with the auto-arrange cargo feature to see how I would arrange it compares to what the game thinks is the best. I don't know. The lore is very interesting, though. Like, it's fun. Have you ever seen the Netflix show Dark?
Mm-mm. I've heard of it, though.
It gives some dark vibes, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I'm more interested in playing for the story than I am for the gameplay, I think.
Interesting.
I haven't used ropes yet. I've only used ladders. And I usually try to avoid steep surfaces and just go around the rivers when I can. But that'll probably have to change at some point. Let's see what else.
Oh, I was also playing another game I forgot to say. I started playing Dark Souls Remastered again.
On the Switch?
Nope, on my PlayStation. Although I think I own it on the Switch as well.
I need to go back and beat Dark Souls Remastered. I never beat Dark Souls.
It's so good.
It can't be that good.
It's so good.
It can't be that good. It can't be.
I hope that you both play it sometime.
Sam's beaten it.
No, he hasn't.
Oh.
I don't even think he's played it.
Really?
I played it.
How much?
I don't know. There wasn't. a percentage tracker.
I know, but like, do you know what boss you got to? That's what.
No, I mean, I could vaguely remember, but I don't think I'd be able to adequately describe.
Did you get to the gargoyle?
I beat the gargoyles. I think that's where I got to.
I
failed the
I
Capra
might even-
Demon. Beat the gargoyles.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Capra Demon hate it.
The Capra Demon is one of the worst boss runs to exist after Tower Knight.
Tower Knight is fine. What's with this?
It is not fine.
It's such an easy boss. Deal with it.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy boss, but like the run would be fine if there weren't those guys standing at the far end of the walkway, like right by the entrance to the arena. That's my take. Like getting in between, doing the runs to avoid the dragon, that's fine. And even the guys in that first tower that you sort of hide in between sprints, that's fine. But then it is the crossbow man in the next one, and then the people blocking you at the far end. That's the issue.
Yep. And then you do all of that run, and then once you finally make it through all of that, then you get in the boss room. Then you have to go up the stairs and kill all of the enemies in another run, and then come back down. That's crazy. That's too much to do. It feels like I have a little task list that I have to do every run, you know? Just like,
yeah, do it.
Dark Souls Remastered is really great. I think you should play it.
I have a Predator edition on PC from 2011. It's good enough. Toph, no. Stop button kicking my boxers. No. This is why you don't put clean clothes on your bed.
Just leaving your underwear out?
I brought clothes out from a dryer. All right. I'm going to put them away after the podcast. But now Toph's kicking them.
That's messed up.
Yeah, it's my fault for keeping them out. Anyway, Dark Souls, Death Stranding, a little flight sim. I haven't played flight sim that much over the past week and a half or so, or 2 weeks. Yeah. I've been playing that many games. Well, other than Death Stranding, which has been a theme for me.
You don't say.
I might rebuy a guitar. I don't know.
I think practicing music is one of the most satisfying things that you can do in free time.
Also considering taking singing lessons. I don't know.
Whoa.
I will never forget when Taylor told me, he's like, I didn't even remember exactly what you said, but you're like, Brianna, you were in choir, right? And I was like, what the hell?
What can I say?
That was so crazy that you clocked me like that. That was crazy. I've never been clocked for being in choir.
That's what it is. I want to be able to scream. So I'm like, oh, I need to learn how to sing to do that. Damn it.
Yeah, screaming is very technical.
So, yeah.
Especially if you do it safely-ish.
I have my own lyrics for like a new metal-y song, but I want to be able to sing it.
Okay. So now you're writing?
I'm writing a little bit. I don't know. It is interesting. Emo Taylor coming at you.
Coming at you live.
Coming at you live on MTV Cribs.
Sam, you have nothing to say about this?
Nope.
Well, when I make it big tomorrow in Worcestershire, I said it here.
If Taylor goes on tour in Europe, will you come see him?
Say yes.
If
you don't, you don't love me.
He just muted himself. This is so crazy, you guys.
Sam muted himself. Yeah.
It's because he just doesn't like metal music.
He does like metal. He likes Linkin Park.
Does he?
Like early Linkin Park. Early, Sam. Meteora, Hybrid Theory, a little bit of what I've done.
I feel like I've heard he hates Linkin Park. Oh, there we go.
I'm back.
He's back.
Hi, back.
He had to crash out for a little bit, you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, can you blame me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Well, let's get right into the into.
Do we have news?
We have a few stories. Sam.
Oh,
wrote
wow.
down.
I thought we were just going to goof off.
Nope. Sam keeps a
Okay.
tight ship around here.
Yeah, I was going to say Sam's being serious.
First off, Gears of War, E-Day, and State of Decay 3 seem likely as day one PS5 games. This comes to us from Push Square. Level designer Mihir Modak, who's worked at the Coalition since last year, details the target platform for E-Day as PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. And MP First, there's a leak insider, also has a report detailing that similar information can be found on the resume of a developer at Undead Labs currently working on State of Decay 3.
Yeah.
So everything's an Xbox. Once again.
That's right.
I've never played. I'm going to play Gears for the first time on PlayStation. It's going to happen. Like, not E-Day. I'm talking like the Gears 1 remaster. Wait, when is that coming out?
26th of August. Same day as Helldivers 2 on Xbox.
I'll be there. Wait, is it really $40?
It is.
Wait, do you want to co-op it, Sam? We could be twins.
Yeah, and I'd be happy to do that.
Is there a 3-player co-op?
I actually don't know. I've only ever played solo.
Anyway, yeah, cool stuff. More reason to just buy a PS5.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I haven't listened to the last couple of Xbox episodes. Has Kevin conceded that there's no point to owning an Xbox anymore? Just get a PC and a PlayStation and live your life.
No, I mean, I don't really think there needs to be that concession anymore.
Or just get a PS.
Yeah,
well,
it's. I think Kev just remains steadfast in the opinion that there hasn't been a need to buy an Xbox for a long time, really, but that people who are already in the ecosystem do still logistically have a reason to invest to a degree, but to not necessarily buy in now on the hardware front. That's sort of his stance.
Good take. All right, fine. All right, good take. Good.
I know this is sort of like a throwaway story because it's sort of like, oh god, the Xbox game's going to PlayStation 5. Who knows? But that would suggest, well, it doesn't necessarily suggest, but it would maybe infer that they are going to be day and date releases, which is a big deal for new releases from, not that you would call State of Decay tentpole necessarily, but big Xbox franchises. Obviously, Gears of War would be. But that, I mean, we've seen, like you were just talking about Gears of War Reloaded. So, like, we're getting the first game in that franchise, and you presume leading up to E-Day, we'll probably see the others as well, at least 2 and 3. Or maybe just the first game is enough laying the groundwork before E-Day, which is a prequel to the first game anyway. I don't know. But that would maybe suggest that State of Decay 1 or 2 is going to come as well before 3, whenever 3 decides to arrive. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe State of Decay 3 is sort of not a reboot, but standalone enough where you don't need to port the other 2. I don't know.
I don't know either. I've never played any of those games.
But this is where you start, Bree.
No.
Excellent.
The fanboy and Sam has no issue with this.
I mean, in the sense that it doesn't affect me because I'm just getting new games that I've admired from a distance, and my preferred ecosystem isn't in some kind of dire straits or jeopardized in any way. Yes, but as we'll be talking about a little bit later on, the tides are changing there as well. So we're in a new era, and it's gonna get weirder, I think.
All right. Fair enough. Next.
I'll take this one. Why not? So Sony has now entered a new strategic partnership with Bandai Namco. Of all people. So it was announced that Sony has invested 68 billion yen, which is equivalent to $464 million US, into Bandai Namco as an entity, acquiring 2.5% of the overall business. The goal of this partnership is to focus, quote, on expanding the fan community for IP such as anime and manga around the world, as well as creating, quote, new and emotionally moving experiences for fans, and as a result of these efforts, maximize the value of IP. Not only is this hot on the heels of a deepened investment in Kalakaua and From Software, but Sony has also recently licensed out some of its legacy IP, mainly Freedom Wars and Patapon, to Bandai Namco in order for them to natively publish them on current platforms. Not just PlayStation, by the way, as well. It does include PC and Switch. Yeah, I mean, it's not a seismic move by any means, but it is interesting to see Sony push even harder on the anime button.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised that they're doing it. I think that like this one was kind of like writings on the wall. Like they own it's like I was explaining, like this has kind of put them they almost have a monopoly on the anime industry where they're standing, and I don't think that that's a good thing necessarily.
Yeah.
Not that they've done anything horrible with it, but you never know. And also, having a monopoly is not good.
Yeah. And also the fact that they are partnering with companies or you know, purchasing parts of companies that have gaming branches, but it seems that the predominant focus with this, with Bandai and with like Kalakaua, isn't about the gaming division, really.
Yeah,
like it's the cherry on top, that it's a nice bonus to have.
Isn't that so weird?
I mean,
like, because from our perspective, like obviously we're pretty invested in like the gaming industry,
sure,
but like from Sony's perspective, they're just like looking at the anime industry. I'm not saying that they're not considering the gaming industry, but
yeah, they
the focus
barely mention gaming here, right? Which obviously, like, it is a part of the parcel, and they do mention it, but it's like an afterthought.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got to keep in mind that it's Sony proper, not like PlayStation as a division investing in Bandai and Bandai outside of the gaming space. It's Sony as an entertainment company in a broader sense. But yeah, I mean, clearly it sort of disproves the idea that Sony don't have the money to chuck around for these kind of deals.
Yeah.
They just spent nearly 500 million on buying 2.5% of Bandai, which obviously is less sexy to gamers. It's not like you could have spent that 500 million on acquiring probably a couple of mid-size AAA studios if you wanted to. But with this, and again with Katakawa, and just investing a little bit more incrementally in like FromSoft, I think it is emblematic of probably what Sony and PlayStation's acquisition strategy is going to be moving forward, where there probably aren't going to be that many acquisitions, if any. It's just partnerships and making deals and buying little pieces so that they continue to, wean off a little bit more of profit from these companies and these partnerships, rather than buying things outright and then being fiscally responsible for them.
Yeah.
I wonder if this does equate to anything on the gaming side at all, like whether we will actually see any kind of Bandai IP be more, not necessarily exclusive, but like more intrinsically tied to PlayStation via marketing, or whether this is sort of a very behind the scenes deal. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not either. We can only hope that this means more Bloodborne.
You never know. I mean, the
Stop it.
You definitely saw it, Taylor. You saw it, that over the past couple of weeks, people have like basically confirmed that FromSoft are very deep in development of another game that isn't Duskbloods, that is releasing at latest end of next year. I think the codename was FMC, is what the codename was.
Flight Management Computer.
Full
That's what that
Metal.
means. Flight Management Computer. That's what that means. They're doing flight sim.
What's the C, Bree? What were you about to say, huh?
You don't want to know it.
I it's because I know what you were about to say.
Full Metal Casket instead of Full Metal Jacket.
No, that's not. Yes, that is what Bree was going to say.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly right.
Hey, Full Metal Alchemist, real good show. Real good anime.
Yeah.
It's called FMA.
Okay. I'm a bit FML at the minute, but
FMLA. Am I
When
right?
are you not, Sam?
Very true. Very true.
I will say, you guys, the reason that I was giggling, just in case, is because we just put a bunch of poop emojis all over the document, and Sam was being so professional and not like breaking it off that it was really cracking me up. So that's what happened.
Sam's the trained actor.
Win.
I try.
Big hug.
I try. You got anything to say, Taylor, on this? Got any feelings about Bandai? Because I get it, because again, it's outside of gaming, but you would think, I would have thought that Sony would have made, not necessarily in lieu of this, but like in addition to maybe an investment in Capcom. By now.
All right, this is Bandai. I kept thinking about Capcom when I saw this story, but it's right. Bandai is Bandai. I feel like I don't want Capcom to be. Sorry, let me stop thinking about Capcom for a second. I don't want Bandai to be acquired.
No.
Or Capcom for that matter. I feel like these are big industry companies that really need to stay independent in the current landscape. But like you said, Sony, I think, will use it as leverage to get more exclusivity deals, preferential treatment, because Bandai Namco publishes a lot of games, right? Yeah. Bandai Namco published games. So look at it. Elden Ring Night. Oh, yeah, they published Elden Ring. Wait, they published Elden Ring Night Rim. I think they also published Elden Ring, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's that. There's they own the Pac-Man, the Pac-Man franchise, Dragon Ball Z, blah, blah, blah. But Tales of Xillia, Soul Calibur, a lot of Japanese franchises that are not Nintendo exclusive, they've had a hand in helping publish. I'm just going through their list right now in Wikipedia from recent. Yeah. Little Nightmares, Tales of Arise, Scarlet Nexus, Dark Pictures Anthology, Elden Ring, right? We said Hack G, Last Recode. Tekken 8, right? Of course, they help. I also think develop Tekken. Trying to see what else we got here. More Little Nightmares 3, Code Vein 2. Just a lot of third-party fighting games and a lot of Japanese franchises that they publish or partly develop, keeping that alignment with Sony. I mean, I think it's not very surprising. Also Nintendo uses them to a large extent. Bandai Namco helped develop Smash Brothers Ultimate. But yeah, a lot of, I think for the purposes of fighting games and some anime style games, Sony trying to keep that market cornered where they can. So that's why they're investing more in Bandai Namco.
Yeah. And I guess the reason, just presumptive, that they're investing in Bandai is, one, because they have that sort of broader anime and manga branch, which Capcom doesn't really have. But also, I would imagine, I haven't looked, but just from where the companies stand, I would assume Capcom has a higher market value than Bandai does right now. In which case, Sony could invest nearly 500 million in Capcom, but they probably get less than 2.5%, I would assume.
I think with the rise of Monster Hunter and Resident Evil remakes has created a meteoric rise, right, for Capcom's market cap over the past decade. Yeah.
But I just want to reiterate that you guys are looking at this still from the lens of gaming.
Oh, wait, does Bandai do non-gaming stuff?
Yeah, that was the point I was making, that they have the anime and manga branches as well.
Oh, I thought you meant anime manga style games. I didn't realize they owned those branches.
So Sony they're slowly monopolizing the anime industry, and that's a huge part of it. And it's not to say that that's the only thing, obviously, like we've said, but I think that acquiring a portion of Bandai Namco is much more beneficial for them in the long run. Obviously, they would make the decision otherwise, but Capcom is doing well in the games industry, but Bandai Namco is, I would argue, I think, way bigger
and more beneficial to Sony overall, not just PlayStation.
Sony, which is why, the big companies.
Yeah, which is why they've chosen to do this. So, yeah, probably like we were saying, will we see anything happen? Probably not, right? This is probably just a corporate level thing where there isn't going to be any tangible changes or signifiers to us from a consumer level. Certainly not for a while, if ever. But yeah, it's a big Sony thing, so worthy of note regardless. I guess the last question, Bree, we've all got to read a story.
Okay, what if I don't know how to read anymore?
I don't know.
You can call me on my BS. It's okay. I've already read almost 80 books this year. That's fine.
That's right. You could have been lying on that as well.
Could be, but A job posting suggests that PlayStation is preparing to become more and more third-party. A Sony job posting for Senior Director, Multiplatform and Account Management has sent the internet into a frenzy, including Sam. One of the key responsibilities is optimizing title profitability across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation, including Steam, Epic Game Store. I hate that store. Steam, Epic Game Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. Additionally, it details that this role is accountable for optimizing title profitability. I can't say that word. What the hell? Title profitability, ensuring cross-functional alignment, and leading a high-performing team focused on multi-platform expansion, mid-range commercial planning, and platform partner management. Huh. How exciting. Sam, are you going to apply for this job?
Yeah, already got it sent in.
Yeah? Is it
I think
looking
I'm
good?
actually overqualified, so
So, yeah.
I've got it. I got the job. Breaking news.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. That's the
New
real
pod-
reason that this podcast had to end.
Yeah. They didn't want you like spilling secrets
That's right.
as you
Talked
historically
about all
do.
those PlayStation games going to Xbox.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I wouldn't be able to bite my tongue, so they had to say, "Kill it, cut
They're
it
gonna
off."
They're sending Ape Escape over.
Yeah, I'm throwing my PS5 Pro out the window.
Oh, don't do that. That's
Wait, you never got a
do it to
PS5
me.
Pro?
What are
What?
you talking about, Taylor?
Yeah, he did.
No, you didn't.
I made a big song and dance about it of the box behind me, and then I moved my chair and went, "Oh, I did this thing as well."
Yeah. Okay, Sam. Well, did you ever actually sell your base PS5? You still have it?
No, I've still got it. Because I don't really like technically need to sell it right now, but that is still the plan.
It's only going to go down in value.
You don't know that.
Okay. Well, certainly before the PS6 comes out, it will. Sorry. It will.
And also,
once the PS6 comes out, it will go down, is what I meant.
yeah, I mean, sure, but I certainly won't hold on to it for that long.
Okay.
And I'm not worried about maximizing value on it anyway. If I get a couple of hundred, that's fine.
Give me your PS5 Pro so I can play GTA.
Why would I give you the thing that I bought that's better to replace the thing that I had?
Just let me borrow it so I can play GTA.
Right. So should I drop that off whilst I'm coming to the wedding, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a really
right.
good idea.
Yeah. Kill two birds with one
And
stone.
then we'll go
answer.
to the cousin weddings next year, and then we'll bring the PlayStation back with us.
Right. Yeah. Excellent. That's great. Good plan. So I can just chill, like without the Pro for like a year. That's great.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
It's like 6 months, 7 months. 8 months.
Yeah. That makes it so much better.
I could see that.
Yeah, but I mean, going back to the story, it's like I said, we're going into a new era.
Can we include getting rid of the Epic Game Store in this new era?
I don't think so, Bree, I'm afraid. Because again, unfortunately, like Bandai Namco, Sony is continually investing in Epic. So
That's a huge mistake.
is it though?
For
They have
them,
Unreal
no. For me,
Engine,
yes.
Oh yeah, okay. For us, maybe, yeah.
Well, only the store. They can keep Unreal is great. I think Unreal is.
You're telling me
really
you
great.
don't redeem your free games every week?
I don't. I don't even look.
I've got like 350 free games. I've spent not a single penny on the Epic Game Store, and I've got nearly as big a library as I do on Steam. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Love that.
Real.
I would say though, and this isn't like copium or anything, I would say that people are predictably running away with this, I think, a little too much. Like it means what it means. It means that more games from PlayStation are going to go to other places. But I don't think that is emblematic at all of like a whole slate or a full strategy shift. One, because Nishino and Herman, like a month and a half ago, to investors were saying that we don't want to shift strategy. We don't see a need for it. Hardware is still vitally important. We need to be very careful about our strategy of putting our titles anywhere other than PlayStation. So unless they were lying, then that is still the strategy.
Mm.
But also, and I will continue to beat the drum, hardware is still vitally important to PlayStation in a way that it is not to Xbox anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
Xbox's sole driver because of how much they've bought, and that's not an attack on them for how much they bought. It's just that the profitability and the potential profit for their software eclipses anything that they could make on hardware.
Yeah.
Whereas Sony need the hardware for people to buy the software because, again, 53% of PlayStation's revenue come from 10 games, none of which they own. And the only way that they can get a cut of that revenue that make up to 53% of their revenue is via hardware. So they aren't, and they're a Japanese company, and they are Japanese companies in general are a bit more tentative around making big changes.
Yeah. Do you think that Xbox understood fully that, like, as they were making that acquisition, that it was going to make them a software-focused company? Or do you think that that's just something that kind of came with the acquisition?
I don't think they did, because I would assume, not having any inside info, obviously, I would assume that when they announced the acquisition, there was probably an intent internally at Xbox, not necessarily at Microsoft, to make a large portion of the ABK catalog exclusive. Maybe not Call of Duty, but pretty much everything else. And because of how hard Sony and just regulators in general fought against the deal, that made it last 2 years, and therefore became, due to inflation and various other things, actually far more expensive for Microsoft than it would have been otherwise. And I think that coupled with sort of winning and then actually, again, being like fiscally responsible for this thing that you have to maintain. Like, you've bought the behemoth, congratulations, but now you're responsible for the behemoth and for keeping it a behemoth. I think that once those things settled in, that is when the Tim Stewarts and the Satyas came in and were like, especially now with the AI push, right? Where it's like the most recent layoffs, they're like, oh, well, we're trying to invest 80 billion in AI. So we're making all of these cuts across the company. Actually, retrospectively, it might have actually been far better for us, far more convenient for us if we had that, 77 billion that you spent on Bethesda and ABK. I actually probably would prefer that right now if we had that to go to the AI thing, and we don't. So we bought these things, and now you're going to have to recoup the money.
What a pickle of a situation, huh?
Yeah, and obviously PlayStation it goes without saying, they are seeing the positives and the negatives of that situation, where Xbox as a division is more profitable than it's ever been, probably multiple times over, by going multi-platform, having their games topping sales charts on PlayStation and whatever. But they also, understandably, are going to be seeing how year over year, quarter over quarter, Xbox's hardware has been that. And that just isn't the case for PlayStation or Nintendo, for that matter. So, yeah, there probably will be some games from PlayStation's back catalog going to Xbox. But is it possible? Yes. But if that is the reality we live in, where that happens, where they go like day and date, and it's like every game going to Xbox to maximize profitability, my perspective is that would jeopardize the hardware to such a degree that it would be a potentially fatal mistake for the company in pursuit of short-term profit. So I don't see them doing that. If they do, then screw them, I guess, because they don't have the foresight to understand that actions have consequences. And that's not to gatekeep. Like, I don't care, but I care about the health of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
And if exclusives drive people to the ecosystem and therefore keep the health of the ecosystem high, then I'm going to be pro-exclusive. I don't want people to misconstrue that. Like, I wouldn't care if it didn't harm Sony at all that Spider-Man or God of War went to Xbox. I'd be like, well, okay, feels a bit weird, but I really wouldn't have an issue.
Yeah, but I think that it's like that's the whole thing with exclusives, right? Like the 53% of profit top 10 games or whatever isn't what's selling the consoles. It's the exclusives that's actually what's selling the consoles. And then you need both pieces, right, to get the profit.
Yeah, the first party content is the lure that gets you in, and then once you're bought in because of the lure, you're then hooked on, and then Sony make 30% on at least 30% on any purchase you make on the platform forever. Whether that's 100% via first party content or 30% via anything, literally anything and everything else. So they need you in to be able to do that. And so do Xbox. Like, of course, that's just like the reality of economics. That's what Xbox would need as well. But Xbox aren't making the money off of people specifically buying Xbox consoles. They're making it off of subscriptions and people buying their software on other platforms, not their own, which is fine for them. But it obviously is damaging hardware, and I don't want the same to happen to PlayStation, preferably.
Yeah.
So they'll be very selective.
If we had a choice.
Yeah. They'll be very selective, I think. I could see smaller stuff. So, like, obviously Helldivers is coming across next month. I would say probably pretty much every live service game they make going forwards is probably day and date on Xbox. So that would be fair games. I also think, again, as weird as it might feel, I think the Horizon multiplayer thing is probably also going to be day and date. Obviously Marathon is too.
I actually would push back on the Horizon one, not because I think that they couldn't be, but I also kind of think that like the Horizon one might need the context of the other games, and I don't think they're going to want to push those over.
Potentially. My assumption, because we don't know anything really about this game, is that it's going to be
Hunter.
like fully standalone. Like, it's not going to be story critical in any way.
Okay.
Not necessarily that it's like a spin-off set in a different alternate universe of Horizon, but that playing the game won't require any kind of contextual understanding outside of go kill robot dinosaurs. You know, I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, then I think that your point is like, yeah, you need to have the contextual knowledge beforehand. But
yeah, I feel like that one does feel the weirdest of all the games to move to Xbox. That's like live service.
Yeah, 100%. 100%
definitely is a weird one.
But like, there's been talk about like Lego Horizon having an Xbox port ready, which again feels strange, but that could be a relatively low risk thing considering Lego Horizon didn't do that well. And I know it's connected to one of your biggest IP, but it's also not like the prestige experience, you know? It's like a small spin-off thing kind of aimed at kids. Maybe. And maybe that is like, for the novelty of it, it actually sells decently enough on Xbox, and then that acts as a gateway to make people interested in Horizon proper, whether they buy it on a PlayStation or they buy it on PC. Sony still benefit there. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to be everything. If it is, I hope Sony have logicked it out, and have accounted for potential damages. But maybe we are in the era now where PlayStation are so clearly the de facto default choice in the console market that there actually wouldn't be a tangible impact on their bottom line in terms of hardware. Are they at the stage now where they are just the iPhone? Where you don't really need to buy the new iPhone in the same way that you might not need to buy the new PlayStation 6. But people bought the PS4 and the PS5, so they're just going to buy the PlayStation 6.
I'm
as a
going to
foregone
be
conclusion.
honest, I really hope that consoles don't make it there. I really, really hate the idea that consoles, you don't have, I understand saving from a saving money perspective. I just really don't like that idea that like the next console is so little of an upgrade that it really doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, it's a niche optional thing.
I really hate that.
I think it's more so that there would be the cloud options proliferate. So for people in countries that have very good or regions that have very good internet access, you buy a controller, maybe a small box to stream, and then a lot of your gaming just becomes streamed from your TV, similar to the switch that happened with film and television over the past 15 years.
See, I think that people keep saying that, but every time people have tried to foray into that cloud-based gaming, I just feel like it's just not consistent enough and it just doesn't work well enough. We've shown that multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't, not yet, but I think that's the end game.
I sure hope not.
Yeah, we're just in a period of massive change for the industry, clearly.
Yeah.
Because even though I think people are getting way over their skis with this on hopium of, we're going to get God of War and Last of Us next week. It's no, you're not.
No.
You're not.
But I also think that if you had proposed this news to me 6 months ago, I probably would have called you insane.
Yeah.
So things are moving very fast. But I do think that there are objective market realities that are very different, where Xbox kind of needs to put all of their games on PlayStation because that's where they sell. PlayStation don't really need to. They can to get more money, but the games sell perfectly fine on PlayStation. So this is about profit increase rather than actual sustainability and survival, which is what it is on the Xbox side. So there is nuance there. Ultimately, it results in the same outcome to varying degrees, but there is nuance in the conversation. So time will tell, man. As I said in the Discords, asking for questions, it's PlayStation's preparing to go platform agnostic, and now as a channel, so are we.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Last point, though, and this isn't meant to be gotcha, but I think just because they say Steam, Epic Game Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile, that very clearly doesn't mean that everything they do could potentially come to those platforms, right? They are just including all of the things that they might have as prospective partners for specific games, right? So there it could, I'm not saying this is going to happen. There is a reality where, yes, a lot of PlayStation's games go multi-platform, but they go multi-platform to Steam, Epic Game Store, Nintendo, but still exclude Xbox. I'm not saying that would be more likely to happen or not. I'm just saying that just because Xbox is included here doesn't mean that it is going to be de facto a target for every single release that they go wide on, multi-platform wise. So I think that they are having that terminology in there because it will be a partner that they port games to. I don't think that means that every time they port a game, it will be guaranteed going to Xbox.
Yeah.
Especially if Xbox players don't buy the games, right? Like, if you any Xbox players listening, if you want more PlayStation games, you got to buy them.
That's true.
Because if they don't sell well, they ain't going to port to your platform.
Mm-hmm. What platform?
Zing. But that's why you've seen the rapid increase in Xbox ports to PlayStation, because most of them are selling incredibly well and topping charts. And Forza Horizon 5 is the best-selling new game on PlayStation this year.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep. And that's what, a 4-year-old Xbox game, beating out brand new releases.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If Xbox hadn't seen those results, they wouldn't be going as hard as they are. So,
hey, good games sell.
Who knew?
Well, if they're discoverable, that's an indie conversation.
Very true.
Mobile is the worst market for discoverability. It's great.
Yeah, Kyle.
Speaking of Kyle, we have some questions for last episode. Kyle says, what older games or series would realistically make... I'm going to stop talking in that voice. Kyle says, what older games or series... Moving on to questions. What older games or series would realistically make sense to put on other platforms? Wait. We didn't already get to questions, did we? And I just totally blanked.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. We kind of talked about this, right? That's why I was wondering if I was blanking. You know, Ape Escape. Let me think. What else? Demon Souls.
That's old.
I wouldn't mind. Demon Souls.
I don't want Demon Souls.
Whoa, Bree, did your
that's
mic?
fine.
Did your mic switch to your PC?
Don't think so.
Whoops. Maybe my headphones were just crazy.
Or you are.
I am.
Or both.
Or both. Tough.
If we're talking about older games, and I don't mean like super old, I do think Returnal would be kind of fun on Xbox.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good one to put over.
Yeah, and again, no, please.
I was just saying, because with the new game, like, they don't have to port the new game, right? They just port the old one, and then they say, if you want to play the new version of this, you got to come over here.
Yeah, and also Xbox does have that connotation, even if it's outdated, of being the shooter box, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like Helldivers obviously probably going to do very well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Returnal would do well for similar reasons. A gritty shooter. So
I also think, I don't know, any games that are like maybe just, not that Returnal didn't sell well, I just don't think that they sold, like, I wish that they had sold more copies, I should say. So I think games like that, like, what's the game that I'm thinking of? Days Gone would be another one that I think would be.
And anything to keep Bend alive.
Yeah.
At this point. Yeah, they'll take what work they can get, I think. I also think there is like potential in, and I know, but I think there is potential maybe if you are internally at PlayStation considering bringing back old IP, just generally, a potentially good strategy is that if you are going to do like the remasters, which obviously they do a lot of, or collections or whatnot, it might make sense to go wide with those to maximize return and to also gauge interest. So like any dormant PS2 or PS3 franchise, I think, has a chance to be a
Anything that you
good.
can think of, Sam?
No, nothing comes to the top of my mind. But no, like in terms of shooters, I would say that like Killzone and Resistance are good because again, shooters and gritty, and they have a lot of iconography that works very well. And even something like Infamous, I think, Xbox doesn't really have superhero games.
Yeah.
Outside of third-party ones, they don't really have. They've got a dearth of superhero games as opposed to PlayStation. So getting one like that and giving a bit of new life to old franchises as you're attempting to maybe increase their relevance in the market today would be a smart move. I don't expect them to do that, but I'd love for them to do that.
I agree with that.
If that's how I get a new Resistance or a new Infamous, Xbox players, take them. Take them.
Sam will take anything at this point.
You take it. If I get a new one in return, you can have them all.
What if you don't get a new one, but you get like a remastered collection or a remake or something?
Oh,
like
the
that?
same thing. Same thing.
Okay.
If Xbox gets that as well, if that's the trade-off, that's perfectly fine by me.
Okay. Silly. The one that I keep thinking of, but I feel like it would be a weird fit, is like the Nathan Drake collection, like the first 3 games. That one feels weird to me for some reason.
Well, I think it's weird because it isn't like a big mainstay IP currently in the PlayStation ecosystem, but it was, and I think it was the biggest for a long time. And also, I think specifically because it's Naughty Dog, right? And I think above any other studio that Sony owns, when you think of Naughty Dog, that is like PlayStation. So it would be, and I think naturally by doing something like Uncharted, you then inherently provoke like, okay, well, what about Last of Us? And that is even more of like, no, that's PlayStation.
Yeah. They put Astrobot over.
That'd be so weird.
I feel like that would be really, really funny. Like it feels like it would be almost passive aggressive. Like they don't put anything else over besides Astrobot, and they're like, "Well, we've got all these franchises. If you want to play them, they're over here."
Yeah, just an advertisement for PlayStation.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, or even more niche things. Like, what if they did the Sly Coopers or the Jack and Daxters? Even again, like we were talking about with Bandai Namco, like the Freedom Wars, the Patapons, the Ape Escapes, like you said, Taylor. Like far more niche, low risk things. It's like, how much damage would it do to the PlayStation ecosystem if Ape Escape was on Xbox?
Yeah.
I don't think that those would sell particularly well, which is probably why it's not going to happen. But I think that is the ideology behind it, at least to begin with, where they're like, we'd love to make some more money, but let's do it in a way that doesn't immediately upend the idea that this is the place where you go to play these games, which is what they've done up to this point. So
yeah. Okay, next one.
Thank you, Carl. Yeah, if PlayStation does follow suit like Xbox from Kev, would you stay on PlayStation or consolidate to PC? Taylor?
PC, baby.
PlayStation, baby.
I think I'd just go to Xbox personally. Yeah.
Just run an extension cord. PC, call it a day.
I love my PlayStation. I don't want it to go anywhere.
It's fine. It can go. It can leave. It's a means to an end.
Look at it. It's got all my anime stickers on it. It's so pretty.
Oh my god. It's off. You don't leave. Good god.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty
What?
obvious that I would be staying with PlayStation. What am I going to do with my platinum trophies?
What if they move that to Steam too?
They're not worth anything. It's all
Taylor,
fake. It's all fake.
don't
Nope.
shatter my illusion.
You don't own them physically. That's what I thought.
I will. I'm going to
I'll
tweak
mail
out.
you. I'll mail you a bunch of miniature trophies, Sam.
Okay. How many though? Because I've got a lot.
Well, yeah, all of them. That's why they
Right.
have to be mini.
Right. Okay. How many are we talking?
About, let's say, like maybe 1.5 inches tall.
I mean, if you have the means, then sure. But that sounds like still sounds like a lot.
What would you really do realistically? That would be like what, like well over 1,000 trophies if we're including everything.
What I mean, you mean like every trophy I've earned?
Yeah, so I'll send you like 349 or 50 platinum trophies, sent like however many of the rest.
I mean, do you want to know how many total trophies I have?
Yeah, let's hear the total.
12,000.
Do you have a guess, Bree?
I really want to guess. I think it's just a little bit over 10,000, like 10,300.
Well, if we go by Price is Right rules, Taylor wins.
Okay.
Because I've got 17,379.
Okay.
Screwed.
So then what would you do if 17,379 miniature trophies?
I'd probably be quite scared, to be honest, because that sounds like...
Do you know the Post-it note room in Control where it's all Post-it notes all over the walls, yellow Post-its?
I do.
That would be your room.
We would do that with these trophies.
Right.
We just have to glue them to your wall.
I'm not sure I'd be able to enter the room.
Oh, yeah, you would.
I mean, 17,000 inches is a lot of inches, Taylor.
So true.
You know?
Well, let's
all
do
right.
We can do some quick math. How big?
Now I'm trying to price this out.
How big are your walls? How many stickers will we need? Or how many stickers would fit on your 4 walls of your room? That's the question. Or should I say 4 walls, ceiling, and floor, your 6 surfaces?
Yeah, that is a question I've pondered often, and I do have an exact answer to give you right now.
Good. Pop, stop playing with your tail.
Okay, so we're looking at about $8,500, which I feel like is like it's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, worthy investment, right?
$8,500.
If I had that kind of money, yeah, it would be worthy because that would be really funny.
Yeah, you just do it for the banter of it all.
I do it. I'll drop $8,500.
Yeah, see, Taylor and I can split it. That's $4,250 a piece.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I'll fly over there.
Be one of the greatest gotchas of all time.
Imagine just leaving home for a weekend, coming back, and the best prank.
Okay, but what we do is this sounds like really creepy.
We hide under his bed.
Just stick with me. What we do is we somehow find Sam's place. I don't even know how we're finding his place. We somehow find his place, and while they're asleep, we very quietly line the entire yard with a bunch of mini trophies.
Oh, so they're 3D.
So they open, yeah. So then when they open the front door, they're like, "What the hell is all this?"
Good answer.
I thought for a second you were about to bring it back to the gnomes.
Yep.
True. We could put them on a mat, so you could just roll it up to clean them up.
Yeah,
No.
mate. So what kind of mat do you have that could roll up 17,500?
I don't know, man.
How long is your mat?
To get some tarps. I don't know.
I feel like we could probably get a better deal than 8,500 if we're buying bulk trophies. I feel like at that point you can contact the manufacturer directly, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just go along with it.
Sam, if you see a bunch of trophies show up, you know who it's it's from.
That's right. That's right.
I'm your trophy wife, buddy.
Ah, clever. I'm filing for divorce.
Mm-mm.
We haven't talked about custody agreement.
We have a prenup, and you're not allowed. Part of the prenup is you can't file for divorce.
That's true.
Not how prenups work.
Yes, it
No,
is.
that's I saw it too.
Yeah,
You're forever locked in this throuple. You'll never leave.
it's fake news.
Anyway,
Too soon.
Brandon asks, for very fitting, what's your favorite or best discussion topic from our run on No Limits through 150 episodes?
If you think with what I have to put up with every week that I remember what we talk about on a week-to-week basis, you've got a news flash coming, Brandon.
Honey, you got a big storm coming. You could stop at 5 or 6.
There's no like favorite moments or whatever?
Probably this one where it's ending.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, Sam.
Okay.
Looks like
that.
Go ahead. Looks like that.
No, I was gonna say one of the good moments was when Taylor just started pretending that there was somebody living in his house with him.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I like pretending to be Mickey Mouse.
I did not like that.
Yeah.
Wait, was it when we were recording when I started making Michael Jackson sounds?
I have no idea. I think
I
so.
think we need to be reminded of that one either. We can just
Okay.
press pause on that. Excellent. You did it anyway.
Woo! This girl I've been dating, we were talking and I started making Michael Jackson sounds.
Oh God.
Night. She thought it was funny. All right. It's funny.
That is a risky play, my guy. I'm glad it paid off, but you really were like playing hot potato with a grenade there.
Yeah, for real.
Not that I know the full context of the situation. Okay. Well, we can only hope she doesn't watch this.
Yeah. Oh God. Sam, any thoughts to share?
Woo!
I really enjoy whenever we had, and this isn't like a joke. It's going to sound like a joke. I really appreciated and enjoyed when we had other people involved in the discourse, whether that was like guests or other people from Say the Game coming in to chat with us. Whether that was like with all three of us together or replacing one of us. I think that those, again, this sounds like a joke, but it's not. When we got other voices involved, I think that is what makes content in general exciting and interesting. So those kind of crossover episodes, I guess if you want to call them that, would be a highlight. I also think, not to be too sort of reminiscent and sort of rose-tinted glasses, I also think that there is something nice about the kind of, I mean, Christ, it's been a bumpy road the entire time. Let's not fool ourselves. But I think the first few episodes where we were sort of, I don't think we ever settled on an answer, if we're being honest with ourselves, but where we were trying to figure out what this show was and like establish the voice that we were going to give the show. That kind of wiggle room where we were sort of making mistakes. And again, that hasn't ever really stopped, but that became the identity of the show, much to my chagrin. But I think that there is something nice about that, of where we were getting to know each other, but also sort of establishing what I would wager is a very unique show.
That's putting it politely.
Yeah, precisely. So So I don't think that is necessarily like Brandon's question, like a topic or anything, but just coming to the realization that No Limits was the fact that there really was no limits to what we could talk about or how completely derailed the situation could become on a weekly basis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Neither do I, Taylor. Clearly. I'm sorry, Mickey. Or Michael. Or Scott.
Can't tell.
Whoever I'm
Or
talking to
Scott.
right now.
Scott, yeah. Poor Scott. He's in the dungeon right now.
I think one of my favorite moments is actually something I wasn't there for, like in. So if you guys want to see it, there is actually a short. But there was an episode forever and ever ago where my internet was having issues and I left and Sam had a freak out, but was pretending he wasn't freaking out. And it's one of the funniest things ever. There's still a short from forever ago that you can watch on our YouTube channel, but it's super silly.
I don't know if I remember that.
I can play it right now if you want. We won't claim ourselves.
I mean, if you have it to hand, why not?
She has
I do. Okay, here we go. Share my screen. Let's see if we can get a better view of this. All right, ready?
Within the industry, which I think is more synonymous with Sony than any other studio. Bree has left. I'm going to carry on though. I'm going to carry on, dear listeners. So why I chose those two? Oh, she's back. She has returned.
Hi, sorry, my internet was also like it's too early in the morning.
That's okay. That's okay. I've held the ship down well. When you listen to this back or watch it back, you'll see how expertly I handled it. I didn't panic at all. It was all fine.
And you didn't make any references to how I always randomly leave calls.
No, I didn't. I was thinking it, but I didn't say it.
Okay.
I had that self-restraint. You know, I was like, Bree is probably going to watch this again at some point to see exactly what happened. I don't want to, slant you off. I don't do that within the industry.
There you go.
Sam's voice got deeper since then.
Yeah, it did, and I hadn't noticed, but yeah, now I am noticing.
Well, what can I say? I'm a consummate professional.
Silly.
Still trying to hold the show down. All these episodes later,
Still
Yeah.
Doesn't help when you do things like that, Taylor. Keep doing it though. I mean,
Okay.
it's almost over.
There's so many. I'm like looking through, like a lot of our shorts are actually from I Hate My Friends, and I really miss doing that show. But my favorite one was the clean mouth or clean butt.
What the hell? I don't want
And
to know.
that is exactly why I'm glad that show is gone.
I'm not doing this. doing this right now.
That's a good debate
No. Why do you have to choose?
because that's the point of like those
No.
questions. Would you rather have a
Never.
clean mouth or a clean butt?
Never. Can't. Nope. Can't do it.
Oh, silly.
Toph, stop it.
Any other
No.
moments that you guys wanted to share?
Let me think.
I really liked our like longer reviews, like the God of War Ragnarok review. I think was a really good time.
And you guys waited for me. No, you didn't.
I wasn't even there. I'm disappointed I wasn't on that.
Yeah, skill issue.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that, Bree. I think that again, those sort of like every episode is conversational, but we're actually focused on a topic like talking about our thoughts and feelings about a game in detail is really fun, and what it's ultimately all about. Is there anything else?
Oh, I really loved when we did when we did for Patreon, like our top 25.
Oh yeah,
I really loved seeing everybody's top 25 and like discussing it and hearing why everybody loved their top 25 and all that stuff.
yeah.
But that was a good one.
I agree.
I love those parts where, you know, we kept over the years telling Taylor to play games and then he didn't. That's really fun parts.
I really, you know, that the other one, while you're pointing this out, Sam,
Yeah,
the part where we like haven't watched Daredevil yet.
yeah,
like
I know.
that
We have
part.
to get on that because Taylor
Have you
won't
seen,
stop
have you seen
pestering
Born
me.
Again, Bree?
No. I have
It's
to
good.
wait. We're on Daredevil, which I watched half of the movie and then I stopped watching it.
No, not the movie. Oh God, you made her
Or
watch
not
the movie?
Sorry, not Daredevil. What the hell am I saying? Sam, you know what we're on.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if you can get it.
Deadpool.
There we go.
First one.
I made it like halfway through the first one.
It's a good time.
I made it through like the first part and then like the backstory part and then into the fight part. And then it stopped. Like the fight stopped and I said, this is a good place to stop.
Forever.
And it's been like probably 4 weeks or 5 weeks since I watched that.
Is what it is, you know.
Sam, we're still finishing our We're Caught Up yet, right?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Oh,
I mean, are we?
live discourse.
Yes,
we?
we are.
Okay.
Unless you have a moral qualm with finishing it. Yes.
Yes, I'm not sure on what the actual content plan is for, say, the game as the whole going forwards. Probably worth checking with Kev on that. But I wouldn't have any issue with finishing it off, because otherwise the answer to the question is no. You know, are we caught up yet? No, we're not.
And then that would be devastating.
I mean, when we begun this, did we ever think that we were actually going to catch up?
I thought we would.
Yeah.
I thought we'd catch up to modern day and then record an episode where needed, which is
Carl.
my philosophy.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know the answer, Bree.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
Okie dokie.
Wait. Thinking. I'm thinking. I don't know. I enjoyed going off for. I did nothing to contribute order to the show. So you know.
You're just an agent of chaos.
Yeah, that's what they call me. AOC. Oh man. Woo.
God bless.
Woohoo. Well, how are we gonna? We need to stay talking. We need to do something, guys.
Well, Sam
Actually.
refuses to play games.
Well, Helldivers we could do, but
I keep trying to play Helldivers with you guys.
well, I haven't made a
No, you
concerted
don't.
effort. So yeah, we can.
Don't
I've
put-
said invite me whenever.
Fake news. This is fake news. Fake news.
It's not fake news. I said invite me whenever and I'll play it with you guys. I don't always have to be the one doing the invites, you guys.
Ow, Toph, stop it. Bitey.
It'll be all right. We'll still be friends.
No, you're both dead to me after this, unfortunately.
Let's play Concord.
You shut your filthy mouth.
It's almost been a year.
It really has. How about that marathon? Doing really good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what will come back for Taylor.
Last of Us
The marathon
Factions.
review.
Dude, Factions was going to be it. It was going to be it.
It was going to be it. That was going to be our game. We would have
And then-
played that together so much.
And then little Druckmann just pissed it away.
Yep. And so it was.
But no, I've enjoyed thoroughly hanging out with you guys over the past 3 years.
It's been right, I suppose. Yeah. Been right.
All right, fine.
I've had a great time.
Well, until next time. Thank you so much for listening. Go find us on YouTube at Save the Game Media, where you can find our new show, Shared Save.
Taylor, I have
Shared
a
save.
question. Taylor, I have a question for you.
What?
When you say see you next time, when is this next time we're talking about?
When there's shared save.
Yeah.
We can catch more of Sam's yellow thing on his headphones.
That's right.
Yep,
you
that's
can.
so true.
And don't forget to check out our Discord. Links are in the show notes. Where can people find you, Sam?
Anywhere and everywhere at Sam Heaney, Heney.
You put that Band-Aid back. Okay.
I'm ripping the Band-Aid off. You know, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem.
I actually
Right,
had
Bree.
that ready the whole time, just ready to go.
All right. Bree?
Band-Aid.
Yep.
You can find me at Fabulous Brianna, FABULIST BREANNA. In terms of future stuff, the reason that I am stepping away is for more writing stuff. I'm not saying that you'll be able to read any of my writing in the near future, but at some point you will be able to. So if you'd like to keep up with me, that would be where to go.
All right.
Taylor, where can they find you?
Well, because you said it, now I have to give a little spiel. I think I'm leaving because I'm not that passionate about PlayStation anymore, really. I play some of their games, but I'm not like the enthusiast I think I once was. I've enjoyed me some Flight Sim recently, some Euro Truck Simulator, some
Buddy once
games
told me.
that are platform agnostic rather than everything surrounding
And his time with Scott.
PlayStation. And my time with Scott. So I think it felt like it was time. Give people who want to hear more from enthusiasts, hosts who are really enthusiasts. So, and I feel like I wasn't offering that. So that's why I decided to step away. But I still enjoy games, and I'll be happy to listen to Shared Save in about a week and a half. So you can find me at Sam, watch it. You can find me at Mr. Carter 9 on PSN. That's MrCarternine. And for some reason, the Discord status presence thing for PlayStation hasn't been showing up. I've been playing Death Stranding and it hasn't been showing on my profile, I swear. So I need to fix that. And okay, you can find also me at TPR on Xbox at TPR pound 6868. Or Taylor on the Discord. Until next time, where Sam uses his microphone as a loofah.
That was a very polite thing to say.
Goodbye, everyone. Sam almost swallowed his microphone. All suggestions intended. Until next time. Well, there's the shared save, but this is the end of this show.
Turns out the show did indeed have limits.
Nope, not true.
He was waiting for that one, you guys.
Not true.
He was just sitting there waiting for that one.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.